So one of the craziest things that I figured out a little later in life versus when I was younger, and one of the most important things that could have propelled me forward a lot sooner, and one thing that most people don't really understand, is that sometimes you're not called to do your purpose right away. Sometimes you're molded and you're going through the things that you're going through to mold you into the position that you're going to step in. Had I understood that the journey is a molding process, God is working you like he worked David in the fields as a shepherd, and then he was ready to step into his place as king later on. When Moses went out of his own way to figure out who he was because he was completely lost when he learned the truth, and eventually found his way through God. But there's also a caveat to that. You will continue to learn this lesson repeatedly until you figure it out for yourself. Just like when Moses took the Israelites out of Egypt and into the promised land, it took them 40 years of wandering in the wilderness to finally find that place. And it wasn't because they couldn't do it sooner, it was because they didn't get out of their own way. They worshiped other gods, they complained, they did this, they did that, they did the wrong things instead of putting their faith 100% in God. They lacked that faith, and for that, they had to endure 40 years of suffering. How many times have we gone through suffering when we could have learned a lesson earlier had we just did what we were supposed to do? Sometimes it takes learning the harder way to figure things out. But that's all I got. I'm out. Peace.